This is Wes White, and we're at 4 Aces Cycle, my shop in Pacoima, California. I like to play around with pre-unit Triumph motorcycles mostly. Triumphs are my favorite motorcycle, of course. You don't get the tattoo for nothing, you know. And I like the older ones. I like the ones from the 50s. They're where the action is for me, you know. The biggest influence in my life for the last almost 10 years has been racing at the Bonneville Salt Flats. And so it's time to build a new bike for the team. We have a new rider, and so it's time to have two bikes for our Bonneville efforts. And my own personal bike, number 947, has always been a 500cc bike. And instead of pulling a motor out and putting another motor in, we're gonna build a 650cc bike for Born Free and also for the Salt Flats. And my take on it is that I've learned a lot of lessons on how to build a racing bike over the last 8 years learning at Bonneville, and I want to take all the lessons that I've learned and I want to put it into that new bike so that I can build something that doesn't necessarily have to evolve over the years like my bike has done, but build something that's like ready to go right out of the gate and will be ready to go without major changes for the next 10 or 15 years. One of the reasons I like to go racing, whether it be like a long Saturday or whether it's 10 days at the Bonneville Salt Flats, is it's all about me and my bike and what I'm doing right then. I don't have to worry about a customer bike, or I don't have to worry about my bank account, or I don't have to worry about putting new tires on the truck. It's just this focus on racing that really, really thrills me whenever I go and do it, whether I'm racing and wrenching or just wrenching. I wish I could take some of my enthusiasm for the track and bring it into the shop sometimes. But when you're racing, you don't have to be as careful with everything, I suppose. You can just get out there and kind of do it. Whereas when you're working on a customer bike or working on a job for someone, you have to be much more meticulous and much more careful, and you're not just flying fast and loose. The cool thing about, I think, what Mike and Grant have done with Born Free is that they've made this show where it's a custom bike community show, and it's not a Panhead custom bike show. It's not a Triumph Bonneville custom bike show. Like the guy Brawny built and the Speed Merchant guys, they're doing some amazing, amazing stuff with modern Sportsters and with modern Triumph Bonnevilles. And then guys are doing, I don't know them because I don't run with those people and I don't pay attention so much, but guys are doing amazing things beyond, painting them flat black with Dynas and with new Harley Davidsons. And so the new guy, if he talks to the right people, he can take whatever he wants down there and he can feel welcome, and then he can get inspiration for how he wants to change his bike. I like the idea of the show being 2 days. It just, last year we rode down there and it took us a while to get in because of the traffic and stuff. And then it just seemed like, bam, you just blink your eyes a couple times and it was over with. And it's like this big letdown, because you're like, oh, I didn't get to see so-and-so, or I only got to speak to so-and-so for a minute, And now being 2 days, it's just gonna be even better. It's just gonna be fantastic, because you're gonna have time to look at the bikes more and time to talk to the people more. There's been a couple of nights in the last couple of weeks that I've gone to bed and maybe laid there for a few minutes, and all of a sudden my eyes pop open and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta build a whole motorcycle for Born Free.